Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Chandana, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about karma as I have promised in the earlier videos. So let's understand what karma is and the types of karmas. Okay, so first of all, what we need to understand is the classification of karma, which is of four types. The first one being Sanchit karma. Sanchit karma is the total sum of all the karma you have accumulated in all your births, all the way from an amoeba to a human being. Okay, and your Sanchit karma also includes the collective karma that you share with the group souls, the karma of the land, your individual karma, the karma you have with other people. Okay, so your Sanchit karma is the whole gamut of karma that you have created over every birth of yours. Okay, now coming to what we need to focus on, which is your prarabdha karma. So the prarabdha karma is a part of the Sanchit karma that you have decided to work out in this lifetime, or the karma that is ripe enough to be worked out in this lifetime, right? So the prarabdha karma can be a mixture of your good karmas and your bad karmas as well, but it is what you have, it is a part of it. So if you have like a big cake, this is one slice of the cake that you have decided to work out in this lifetime, right? Now the next type of karma that we have is called the Kriyaman karma, which is the karma that you are creating or doing in your present lifetime. Okay, and the fourth classification of karma is called Agami karma. Now, Kriyaman and Agami karma are slightly linked, because Agami karma is karma that you perform or you do in order to fulfill a certain desire, right? So say for example, if you've had the desire to become very famous, in a couple of past lives, as well as that, and that desire is so strong that even in this life you want to be, somebody famous, like a celebrity, or somebody who's well known globally, right? Irrespective of whether you're an actor or a business person or what, fame is something that you desire very strongly. So everything that you do to fulfill that desire, okay, becomes your Kriyaman karma as well as your Agami karma. Okay, because what can happen is, when a desire has so much intensity and is very strong, you can either do very good things to fulfill this desire, or you may do very bad things also to fulfill this desire. But what you're ideally doing is, in the present moment, you're trying to do everything in your power to fulfill this desire. Now, your Kriyaman karma is karma that is not necessarily only towards fulfilling a particular desire. It could just be whatever that you are doing in this lifetime, the good, bad, and the ugly. So, that is the slight bifurcation between Kriyaman karma and Agami karma. Okay, but now that you have a good understanding of these four types of karmas, what you need to understand is the intensity of these karmas. Okay, so the intensity of your karmas are divided into three types. Okay, the first one is your dridha karma. Now this karma is something that you absolutely have to and will work out in this lifetime. You can also call it your ultimate fated destiny. Okay, and this cannot be altered by good deeds, by doing remedies, by doing sadhana. You can run helter skelter everywhere, but no matter what you do, you will not be able to alter or change this drid karma, which is part of your prarabdha karma. Okay, the second type of intensity is called drid adrid. Okay, which means that you have certain very strong karmas that you have to work out in this lifetime, but if you put enough effort, and you put effort with consciousness, and you perform those remedies over a very long period of time, or a sadhana for a very long period of time, then those karmas may or may not play out in this lifetime. They may also get reduced or wiped out of your prarabdha karma that you are supposed to work out in this lifetime. Okay, but I'll give you an example for this. So suppose you are meant to have cancer. Okay, that is part of your drida adrida karma. But if you take care of your health, if you take care of your lifestyle and keep making a conscious effort over the years, then you may not develop this cancer, right? So you may not develop this disease. So what happens in a combination of drida drid karma is that there is a possibility that the karma may not become drid karma which you have to work out, provided you take all the necessary measures and steps and precautions so that it doesn't become a drida karma, which is an intense and sure shot karma, and rather stays in the perhaps, maybe, or the intensity of it reduces. Okay, so say for example, if you were destined to lose a limb at the age of 55, what may happen is you may just fracture your limb at the age of 55, provided you have done all the pariharas or the remedies to reduce the impact and effect of it or avoid it completely. Okay, so this is what is called drida adrida karma. Now the next intensity of karma is adrida, which what happens is sometimes even unconsciously, if you have done something, then those karmas get wiped away very easily. Okay, so like sometimes you see some people, they chant a small mantra in the morning, or they're doing their puja, or they're just good people, they help people out and they do a lot of community service, and or they're very authentic and true to themselves and true to others. So just by mode of living also, a lot of these adrid karmas may just wipe out from their current sheet of karmas that are to be worked out. So these are the 4 classification of karma and the 3 intensities of the karma. Now another important aspect that plays around with all of this karma is something called rinanubandhana. Okay, rinanubandhana simply means rin plus bandhan, rin meaning debt and bandhan meaning bondage. So with all these karmas that you have karma with people also. So whatever it is that you owe to someone, whenever you owe something to someone or somebody owes something to you as well, a rinana bandhana is formed. Okay, and that is why you have people around you who have rinana bandhana with you. Now this could not necessarily mean that in last life you lent somebody 1 lakh rupees, so in this life he's come to return that 1 lakh rupees back to you. This could be just helping somebody out in terms of whenever they're in trouble. This could be spiritual trouble, or this could be an emergency situation that they need, maybe you had to take somebody to the hospital, or in a previous lifetime you cared a lot for someone, and in this lifetime they take care of you. So it could be anything. Sex is also something that creates very, very strong rinana bandhana. Okay, so rinana bandhana is also a very important concept when you are understanding what karma is, because you are creating karma along with people also, which is why you have a collective karma or a karma with a family, like, or a certain people. When you go somewhere and you do something collectively, or when you see a certain number of group of people, they undergo through a certain accident and a lot of lives are lost, what happens is in a previous lifetime that entire group of people were together while performing a certain kind of karma. Now this can be something good or this can be something bad also. Like for example, if you see there's a sudden wave of a lot of people doing sadhana to establish certain energy in the country or certain temples and all, you can understand that these were group souls back then also who were trying to do a good service for the land, for the people, for the public, right? In the same way, if you look at a group of people who get burnt and die in a plane crash, or who get burnt in a or a particular building collapses in an earthquake or something like that, you can understand that that entire group of people have done something really bad to nature or caused nature that kind of harm, which is why they are all getting the karma back together in this lifetime. Okay, so karma is not necessarily just something that you create individually. It could be something that you are doing on a group level, on a collective level also. Okay, so this is all I have for you today, and until next time, take care. Namaste.